What is up, everybody? So yeah, I'm finally back to vlogging. It's been about a year since I picked up the camera again. I have a really good explanation. It's like a normal vlog. It's not a vlog entirely. I'm just gonna talk to you guys about a few things that I have on my mind now. Well, first of all, I'm back to vlogging. I guess won't be much for now until August. I have to do a lot of shopping for college. So if I go out, I'll probably film those things. I probably won't again. There won't be much until I start university. So once I start university, I guess I'll be able to vlog more because ironically I'll get more time, which makes no sense, but it's true. Sound like I have a cold? That's because I have one. I recently came back from India. I landed last night, yesterday morning. When did I land? I don't remember when I landed also. Two days ago, not even yesterday. I landed 2 days ago, and I got a bad cold from there. So it's much better than it was yesterday. I was actually gonna do this video yesterday, but I didn't because I was beyond sick. So I'm feeling much better now. So that's why I thought I'll make this today. Okay, so basically the two things I want to talk to you guys about. The first one is my university. I already put an update on Instagram and Facebook. So I'll be joining the University of Cincinnati for the fall semester. So classes start on the 21st of August, and I'll be leaving on the 11th of August to go there. A few things about this whole journey from me getting accepted into university. It's a huge thing for me because I already wrote a bit on my Facebook post, but I didn't want to write like 17 paragraphs because honestly even I know, because nobody goes to read them, because when I see long paragraphs I don't read them. Really interesting, or somebody who's really close to me. So I know if I post like 17-20 paragraphs, nobody's going to read them. So that's why I just posted like a 3-4 line thing. I'll start this from the beginning. So the whole idea of college and getting into one started when I was in 11th. I guess for most of us it started then, except for a few who went to like IIT coaching from like 4th standard or whatever. So excluding those guys, most of us started thinking about college in like 11th halfway, I guess. So when we sat down to talk about college, I sat down with my parents. We thought India, like honestly, I thought I would probably go to Christ or Symbiosis. Those options. Not that there's anything wrong with those are amazing universities. Most of my friends go there, and I've seen Snapchats. It's freaking lit. I wish I was there right now actually, but those are amazing universities. So those were the initial like processes about thinking about going there. That's it. We didn't talk much about it. We just said that okay, India is a good option, and now I guess we'll keep Dubai as a backup. Naturally, that's what I think most people did anyways. So yeah, that's how it started out. Then 11th got over, and as we all know how that went. So yeah, and then 12th started. 12th is when people started talking about university to each other, because I mostly think 11th they just talk to their parents about it. They didn't tell their friends of what I'm thinking, what I'm going to do. But in 12th, since it's last year, I think that's when they started talking to each other about it. And most of my friends said UK or US, and I was like, okay, nice, good for them. They're highly ambitious people, and I'm being like completely honest with you guys, I was never an ambitious kid. I never thought of like doing anything over the top. I mean really, like, you know, mind-boggling things. I honestly I never thought that I could do any of those. So I don't know why it's always been like that, I think, for me since like beginning. So then 12th we had our summer vacation. We had 2 months off, so I spent about 19 days in America. So me and my entire family, we went to America just for a visit. I've been there once before from school. I had like an MUN trip there in 2014 December. So this was my second visit, I guess you could say. So yeah, we visited family, friends. You guys saw those videos. I made, I think, 2 videos on those anyways. We went to Dallas, Vegas, Philly, Boston. We had a really good time. And while there, I visited 3 or 4 campuses, like universities. When we beginning, we're like, we'll just go and see, why not, right? Because it's free. and being they say anything that's free is going to be amazing. So we just thought we'll go in and let's see how college life is here. The two most notable campuses I went to was Harvard and Princeton. Those two were amazing campuses, and we could see like how the students were there and how multicultural it was, and how like the entire life of a student in US is completely different. And I think that's what triggered us to finally change our mind in the last second. And that's when me and my parents started talking about US things. And yeah, from there I guess it went on. We came back and I joined a student counseling place. We were actually kind of late. That's what even they told us. We went in, we were like, we want to try and look at US, and they're like, kind of you guys are pretty late, because people normally start from like April or May. I started in like August. So they helped us a bit. Okay, they were pretty bad, let's be honest, but they had really good SAT classes, so those were really good. We started out, okay, so me and my dad made milestones. Sorry, my dad and I, for all you grammar people, we made milestones that we got to achieve. The first one was make an account on Common App, write essays, get predicted scores, get recommendations, blah blah blah, get visa and all that stuff. And the last milestone was landing in Cincinnati. Like step by step, we kept accomplishing each milestone. There were like so many. We made a chart and everything. That's how my dad works. He's very detail oriented. So that's how we made our whole US plan. And even, okay, so I'm being completely honest, even when I started out this, back of my mind I'm like, this is not going to work. I will end up going some college in India, or I'll end up staying here. I know that. Why am I even giving this much effort, right? But slowly that also started changing in my mind, because as I started accomplishing each milestone, I'm like, holy shit, so this actually might be real. I might actually be in a different country going for university. And when when it really hit me that, okay, I should buck up and I should start working hard, was when I got accepted into my first university. So that I got accepted into sunny Stony Brook. That was my first university I got accepted into. Yeah, from then on I'm like, whoa, okay, so this is good. So this is actually a reality that will happen. That like it was confirmed that, okay, wow, this is gonna happen. So yeah, that's when I really started getting into it. So from there, I guess the rest is history. I applied to a few more universities, and I actually applied to quite a few, and I was on a roll for a bit. I got like 7 out of 7 acceptances, so that was nice. But then I applied to about 11, so 7 acceptances in a row I got, and the next one like complete rejection. So like whatever. Yeah, one more thing. I went to a career fair that happened in Crown Plaza on Shakespeare Road. So that's where I got to know about Cincinnati, University of Cincinnati. So, and they gave me like their what do you call it? Their mascot ka poster, I guess. And I came back home. I stuck it up on my wall. This is back in December, when I didn't even give a shit about US, because I'm like, it's not gonna happen. But I stuck it up on my wall, and that's happening. I'm going to that university. And that's like the biggest thing for me. And I know for most of you people, it's not a big deal, because everybody's going there, or everybody's going to UK. But you gotta understand, for a kid like me, who's never even thought about leaving the country for education, this is huge. Like, this is beyond what I could dream of happening. It's like mind-boggling to me that this is happening to me, as you know. And so I leave next month for university. So I guess I can show you guys more once I reach there. So look at it's a great university actually. They have a really good journalism program. That's what I'm going to be majoring in, BA journalism. It's a 4-year course, so I'll be there. So batch of 2021. Go Bearcats. Whew. And they have a really good athletics program. I mean, by athletics I mean they have a really good like sports program. So, and me wanting to be a sports journalist, it's really a good thing that they play NCAA Division 1 sports. So yeah, So anyway, since that's the main thing I want to talk to you guys about. Second thing, it's a bit risky for me to talk about what I want to talk about next, because more or less it's about school. I'm gonna talk to you about my entire high school journey from like 9th to 12th. I'll just get right into it. So 9th grade, okay, I'm gonna categorize this in two categories: 9th to 10th, 9th to 11th, and then 12th. Okay, so 9th to 11th, those were three of the, well, no, I wouldn't say the worst, but it was pretty bad for me personally. It was a pretty bad time for me. I used to do stupid shit, dude. I was tripping on myself. I did things to get attention. I did things that were completely not myself. Most of my batch, I love you guys. I honestly do. I think our batch is pretty amazing. We have amazing people. We have talented people. We have humble and amazing people in our batch. But then again, there's like a few who are really, well, kinda, I don't want to swear on my vlogs because I know people in India and all watch this, like my parents, my family watch this, so I don't want to get too much into it. But there's a slight number of people in our batch who, well, let's just say are not very nice. And because of the shit I did between those 3 years, 12th also got affected for me, basically. Okay, I didn't realize it, to be fair. Somebody sat me down and told me, Keshav, you did this shit from 9th to 11th. That is why stuff that's happening to you in 12th is happening. I mean, that's when it really hit me, like, oh shit, maybe yeah, that's why it happened. Now, what this select few people in our batch didn't get was, I had completely changed by the time I got into 12th. Like, no lie. I know it's only, okay, so like from 11th and 12th it's only like a year, but trust me, I changed like changed so much, like mentally and how I thought about stuff. And what they failed to realize was people change. They're not the same person that they were 3 or 4 years ago. Obviously, that's like the most common thing that happens to people. People change. That's like no shit. And because those few people still looked at me like I was that stupid dumbass kid in 9th, 10th, 11th, it ruined my entire senior year for me. Okay, that's not fair. Not my entire senior year. I had really good few moments. Farewell was amazing. Prom was beyond amazing. And I had good moments here and there in 12th, but like, let's say 50-50. And yeah, it got to a point where I couldn't even make new friends with my juniors. I mean, I did make a few really, really good friends. But most of them just, okay, like it's hard to explain to you. Like when I started talking off to a few people, we got on really well in the beginning. Then like, let's say a month and a half later, it goes down and they just stop talking to me completely. And I don't know why this was happening. It happened with it happens with a lot of people, and I couldn't understand why. So I asked one of them, like normally I'm horrible with confrontation, so I don't, but like I'm like, what is happening? Why is this happening? And they're like, okay, this person said so and so things about you, and that's why I try to lower my contact with you. And I was shocked. I'm like, what? Why would somebody say that? Because that's completely untrue. That I'm not going to say what they said or who the person is, obviously. But whatever they said, that didn't happen at all. And I didn't do anything like that. I don't know where this story came from. And that also made me realize that how come people are judging me based on opinions of others. That actually boggled me more. So anyway, I don't know why I'm complaining. Because yeah, it did kind of hurt. I mean by hurt I mean it kind of hit me. Because I mean, like, why would somebody do that? But yeah, I mean, by somebody, there were a few people from our batch who said things to my juniors, and people I was trying to make new friends with, and it ruined most of my friendships, I guess, the new ones anyways. But anyways, overall, I just screw it. I don't really care anymore because school's over. I'm going to university soon. But like, what I'm trying to say is, don't do that to people, in the future, or even if you've done it in the past. Because think about it, you're trying to, how do I phrase this? Let's see. Don't judge people on what other people tell you. Make your own opinions for yourself. Yes, we're all adults here, right? 17, 18, 19-year-olds. Form your own opinions about people. Don't stop talking to a person because somebody else told you this person did that or this person did this, because that's the most stupidest thing a person could do. I'm calling if it feels like I'm firing shots at people, I kind of am. I pretty much am. But of course I'm not going to name names or do anything like that, because they might be horrible people, but I'm not. So those are basically the two things I want to talk to you about in today's video. So yeah, those are basically the two things that I want to talk to you guys about. And it got a bit too real there for a second, but yeah, it's all in the past. So those people who I'm referring to, you know who you guys are. Way beyond that, way past that. And if you have a problem, just come to me straight, dude. Whoever you know who you are. So just come to me straight, sort it out. Don't be a child and go around spreading shit about people that aren't even true. There's like 0% of truth in what they said to people about me. Zero, like none. That's what gets me. If there was a bit of truth, I'll be like, oh shit, okay, I should have done that. Maybe that's why. If there was a bit of truth in it, I'll be like, okay, so actions have consequences. So if I did that, I'm facing the consequence now. But I did nothing what they said, and yeah, that's what boggles me. But yeah, anyways, it's water under the bridge. It's fine. It's okay. I don't care anymore. It's all done. School's over. We're all moving on with our lives. Not complaining or anything like that. I'm just trying to voice out what's been on my mind for the past year, and I can do that now because there won't be any repercussions. Because what's the worst that could happen? They're not going to come find me and beat me up, because well, they can't. School's over. So yeah. Anyway, guys. So basically, leave all that. It's all done. It's all in the past. I'm back to vlogging, and very soon I'll put my next video up whenever I do something fun. Still recovering from I have like a ruddy nose and everything. So as soon as I'm better, once I start doing stuff, I'll start vlogging again, obviously. That's about it for today's video, I guess. I don't know how long this is going to be. I still have to edit it, and once I edit it, I'll know how long it is. Hopefully it's not too long, and even if it is long, I don't care. It's my video. I can do whatever I want with it. I just hope you guys see the whole thing. And again, whatever I said about school, it's all done. I just wanted to voice it out because it's been on my mind for over a year, and just kept biting at me. And I don't want to do anything during school hours because I just didn't want to get into it. I told I'm horrible with confrontation. So anyways, okay, yeah, so that's it, and I hope you guys have an amazing day, and don't forget to spread the love.